It was a somewhat close game in the first half, but Seahawks had momentum pretty much the entire game. 49ers showing a little bit of hope at the end, even without Garoppolo and Kittle, both of them being injured. The 49ers have really struggled with that this season, being one of the teams that has dealt with injuries the most, I feel like. But they've still put together a good season. They're 4-4 right now, so not terrible, not great, but at the same time, they're in a division with Seattle, Cardinals, Rams. I don't really see them unless they, go on a winning streak, but I don't really see them making playoffs. I know that's an early prediction to say, but I don't really see that from the 49ers with the division that they're in and the injuries that they're facing. Maybe on Seattle side, that game, Wilson played a great game, ground and air. DK Metcalf played insanely good. We saw what he could do on the defensive side, chasing down after that interception a couple games ago. This game he put up 161 yards, had 2 touchdowns. This is his second year in the league. What do you guys think about him? He seems to be, in my opinion, one of the best wide receivers in the league.
He's Baby Braun now. Did you hear that?
No.
Yeah. LeBron gave him that nickname, I think. Pretty cool.
No, Metcalf's pretty good. Young star. I mean, past 2 games, last week he had 200 yards last week. So, in receiving, that's almost 400 yards in 2 games. And I believe that the last week as well, he had 3 touchdowns. That's 5 touchdowns in 2 games, just statistic-wise. But, again, I want to comment what you said about the division. I think the division, this is a hard division. All teams, at least, 49ers are 4-4. Rams they lost the Dolphins. Still looking okay. It's not that they're terrible. Seattle's the top. But honestly, this is a tough division. And for the 49ers, losing Garoppolo with an ankle injury, although Mullins played pretty well Sunday. But I agree with you, Megatron. I don't think the 49ers even get close to the playoffs.
Yeah, Mullins started pulling off that comeback towards the end, at least making it a closer game. Like I said, that was really the only time you saw hope for the 49ers was when Mullins was playing. Nothing against, Garoppolo. He played a pretty good game, but it was towards the end of the game there. So yeah, we'll see how the season plays out for them. I don't really know. I was going to look at their schedule. They're playing the Packers next. I know the Packers just lost, but still, I still think the Packers are a good team. Then the Saints, so another good team. Rams, again, some of these teams being kind of off and on, not always being consistent, but still being good teams. And then, playing the Bills. And so, they're going to have a kind of tough schedule for, like I said, being an injured team, being a 4-4 team. That's a tough division to be in right now compared to some of the others in the NFC that we've talked about.
Yeah. I also just want to ask you all this. Does Seattle go undefeated? They go 15-1?
I can see it.
I'm looking at their schedule, they're playing the Jets, they're playing the Redskins, they're playing I believe they're playing the Cardinals again, and they play the Rams. I think it's likely they go 15-1. They win the next 9 games.
Yeah, because they're playing. I think their toughest team is maybe the Bills, but the Bills haven't really been that consistent. Cardinals, again, haven't really been the most consistent. And Rams, which another team, like I keep saying that with a lot of teams, but haven't been the most consistent. So those will be challenging for them. But it's the Seahawks. They've had a great defense this season, a great offense, because it's not even just DK Metcalf. It's also um, wow, completely
Well,
blanked on it. Lockett.
yeah, I think
Yeah, man,
yeah,
Lockett.
and the running back as well.
Yeah.
Carson.
So
Well, when he plays, I think he's hurt.
yeah. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I think I could see them going undefeated the rest of the way. But yeah,
Do you guys think Wilson's still going to win MVP?
I could definitely see it. I mean, I feel like put the team on his back in a lot of ways. Like I said, I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, really, because his ground game and his throwing. I mean, you have Lamar Jackson that, yeah, he can run, but I mean, we'll talk about him, in just a couple games. But I don't think there's really a quarterback like him. I don't think he's as good as Mahomes. Maybe that's, biased or whatever a little bit, but I still don't think he's as good as Mahomes. But I still don't think there's another quarterback like him with the ground game and the arm that he has. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Wilson's a better rusher than Mahomes, running wise. I think he has more of a ability to get. Mahomes is awesome outside the box as well, but just being a mobile quarterback, I think he's better in that area. But I mean, you don't really need that. But no, I think Wilson wins MVP. He's got 26 touchdowns with 6 picks, whereas Mahomes with his 1 interception. But yeah, I think he still wins MVP because what people look for also is not only stats wise, but how the team is doing. So, I mean, and the Seahawks are the number 1 team in the NFC.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how the rest of the season plays out for them and for Wilson.